Hey, it's louisity again, and for this video, I'm gonna be doing the book problem tag. Hoorah! So I was tagged by Jasmine from bibliobanshee quite some time ago, and this is about time that I get to, folks, reflect on if I really have these book problems and if they really apply to moi. So, to know about that, let's begin! I just noticed that when I checked, my previous take that this polo shirt appears like bluish, but folks, just to inform you, it is lavender. But anyway, going back to the answer to this question, I'm going to be using my TBR jar. I am committed, and just so you folks know, no DNFs at least since 2010. Now this is why I wait until the series is complete. Most of the time this is what I do because I know that there are book series out there that have, changed their covers while they're still ongoing. So I just want to make sure that they're kind of like the right sizes or even covers. But I know that there are situations wherein, can't help it. They're very rare, they're hard to find, so even if they're uneven then or have different covers, then it's going to be fine. And there was this one time with the Harry Potter series, because of my impatience, I was so bored that summer, I insisted my parents to buy me the hardcover version. And yes, now there's like a mismatch on my shelf. Hey, well, I was young back then. I actually don't mind if I don't find anyone that shares the same view as I do with certain books. And ironically, I tend to actually say it even to people that have polar opposites to how I feel, as long as I feel like I've already trusted them. When I want to have a conversation about, a book or even anything, even, social topics or political topics. I tend to kind of talk about it with people that I feel like I'm comfortable talking about it, regardless if we share opposite views. And technically, I don't really have that, I guess, hunger because, I have you folks see my viewers now with BookTube. I get to share my feedback as much as possible. I would like to share, more about the things that I really enjoy, the books I really enjoy, because I feel like it's much more worth it for me to invest my time in these books, where I have positive feedback, but, every now and then there are book tags that will make you discuss about the books that you do not like, and you have all these, annual book videos or annual wrap-ups where you talk about the books that disappointed you or that you found dreadful. Now those are the only times wherein I would be talking about the books that I was not satisfied at all. But yeah, as much as possible, I don't really mind. I don't know. Yeah. I actually have yet to read a book that would make me, cry really tears and really sniffles and all that shizzles. But so far it hasn't happened to me, but I think the closest one has to be teary-eyed, and I just let the tears flow. So yeah, and if ever I guess that happens, of course I'm gonna let it flow. Hopefully it avoids the book, rather I'm talking about the tears, avoiding the book, and I'll just probably look down and then just wipe all my tears or something, and then so that as if nothing happened. I like taking breaks, or gaps in between books in a series, so I am definitely going to be taking the risk of reading the next one. I'm the type of person that would really continue reading a book, until it is over. As you folks know, I don't really, DNF books. I haven't done DNF books since at least since 2010, and if I do, then that must be a very dreadful one. Anyway, I guess the exceptions would be if it's an anthology collection. I don't really read much, but if, let's say, during my second book haul, I was given a couple of, anthologies, so I would possibly put it down. But this question doesn't really apply much to me, but I would like to discuss about how I deal with reading slumps. So how I deal with it is that, because there are a variety of reasons for me whenever I get into a slump. Usually life happens, so I just try to distract myself with YouTube, Facebook, and then once I feel better, which also the situation that made me put into a slump gets better, then I can get back to reading again. And because I like reading when I'm happy. I know some folks like reading as some sort of an escapism. For me, I feel like it is a hobby or an activity that I do that I like doing when I'm happy, when I'm joyful. It's kind of like a fun thing, kind of like a reward to myself. And for me to be invested in a book, it's I need to, for me to be able to understand and digest and consume the narratives, I feel like my mind needs to be cleared. So that's why I say that I read when I'm happy. Surprisingly, all of these channels that I'm going to be mentioning / tagging starts with letter C. I'm going to be tagging ChrissyBooksandBerries, Cuckoo For Books, CrazyColorfulRoan, Giant Chapters, and Connor's Stompanato. Yes, I pronounced your name correctly. And as usual with my book tag videos, if you haven't been tagged, but you want to do this book tag, bam, consider yourself tagged then. So I hope you folks liked this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, click that subscribe button and hit that little bell icon somewhere down there to keep yourselves posted about my videos. And I'll also be putting down the links and my social media handles, so feel free to check me out there and follow me there as well. As always, thank you super much for watching. Let us continue seeking for wisdom and unleash the reader in you. Bye y'all.